Hello, welcome to a first look of Potion Craft. I should have been on the main menu for the start, but I was messing with the sound settings a little bit before this. Yeah, this game is really good, so spoilers for the review, this game is really good. So I'm gonna make a video covering it because I think it's cool and I think you should know about it, because you'll probably think it's cool as well. What is Potion Craft? This is an alchemist simulator. It has a pretty unique system of gameplay. I don't really have a game that I would compare it to. So instead of trying to, I will just let the gameplay speak for itself. In short, it's you grow herbs, use them to make potions, and then sell them to people. Very simple, but the way that you make the potions is very fun, and the game overall has a lot of nice little bits of polish that's very satisfying. Talking about this game with a little more authority than I have in other first looks, because I streamed like 2 or 3 hours of it, so I sat down and I got a little more familiar with the game than I have in other first looks, and I'm glad I did. I have a little bit more to say about it. First thing you should know, this game is early access, and it's very early access. There's a lot missing, so know that anything that I criticize or anything that I praise is subject to change. I'm aware of that as well, but things that I point out as negatives, hopefully they will be fixed in the future. Starting off, we'll go through the settings real quick. Not a whole lot here. Got your languages. I'll go through the languages for you as well. You got Dutch, French, Italian, Spanish, Portuguese. I think that's Polish. I think that's Turkish. Now you're getting it. Yeah, is this Hebrew? That's this one is definitely, that's Chinese. Yeah, that's Korean. Or wait, is that Japanese? Holy shit, dude, this is a lot of languages. I did not look at the languages at first. If you are, I did not know all of those. However, there you go. There's all the languages for you. Oh, this one's Russian. This one's Chinese, I think. Is this Japanese? This is Japanese. Yeah, there's a little smiley face. And I don't know what this is. Yeah, I don't know what this one is. I haven't seen it before, but there's all the languages for you. In case you're not a native English speaker, you can see if they have yours. Graphic settings, there's not a whole lot. Graphically, the game has a very specific art style, so there's not much more or less, but borderless windowed mode, ability to limit your FPS to a certain cap, very nice as always. Sound settings, this is the only real point I'll dock here in the settings menu. The sound settings, it's set in these 10 dots, but you actually can get like half of a dot here, so it's like a slider anyway. Stylistically, it's very cool, but 3 3/4 dots is not really the easy to look at audio level that I'm hoping for. However, not that big of a deal. I imagine the controls is something they'll put in the future as well. I'm gonna start a new game, but I'm gonna skip through the tutorial stuff. If you want to go through the tutorial stuff, you're welcome to. But I'll go through this part of the tutorial because I have to. This will show you how you make a potion. So on the right here we have our ingredients. Top right you have some stats: gold, popularity, and reputation. So when you want to make a potion, you can hover over the ingredient and you'll see it draws a little line on the map. Actually, you know what? For this, I'm gonna load into my later save. This is gonna be a lot easier to show off the things, and I can just show you the mechanics really quickly. So we're on day 7 here in this. Let's see, are there any people here? No, okay, so I need to start a new day. That's good. Changed my mind, we're doing it live, we're on the fly here a little bit. So, let me show you how things work from a little bit of a later in the game standpoint. So you can see this is the map here, I'll show you how you go through this in a second. First of all, I'll go through all the floors. You got your bedroom, this is all you do here right now is sleep, and that advances the day. In the basement, we have this broken machine, which I have not fixed yet. It says that we can fix it, but I have not met the merchant who fixes this yet. And then to the right, we have our garden. Every morning in the garden, you'll get a bunch of plants that grow. You just click on them and you harvest them. You don't have any control over what grows right now. It is random, so you just go over here and you click things to harvest them. And then if you go to the left, this is our last place to be. This is our shop. Oh, hey, look at this. It's the guy who's gonna fix my alchemy machine. Oh, what a coincidence. Well, I will talk to you later, buddy. So the main gameplay loop is people come in and they say something to you. This guy says, "Greetings, I work at the smithy making weapons. I spend all day sharpening swords and daggers. I've honed hundreds of blades now, and I know what I'm doing, only I'm a bit clumsy and I cut myself all the time. I need a potion to heal my injured fingers faster or I won't be able to work." So this guy needs a healing potion. Very basic, very simple. To brew a healing potion, you have to find it on the map, which I do have it right here. If you don't have a potion, like if you've never made a potion but it's on the map, it'll come up as a little question mark, and then once you make it, it'll get marked on the map. So a healing potion is right here, and you start in the center here. So when I hover over all of these ingredients I have, you'll see it makes a little dotted line. And that dotted line shows you what kind of progress you'll make on the map for throwing it in the cauldron. So we'll go through it here. So there's two ways you can do it. You can put them in directly, and that'll take half effect. So if I put this in on its own, I actually will do this so you can see. If I put the herb in on its own, the water bloom, it'll move only half as far as if I were to... Can I reset this? I don't think I can reset this. I think this is gone. I can... Yeah, reset potion. Okay. We'll do it like this. If you start that up, you go half as far. If I reset this potion now, and I put this in the pestle and mortar, and I grind it up real quick, extremely satisfying, by the way. And you throw that ground up bit in there, you go twice as far. So you get more efficiency out of it, basically. And then we're making a healing potion. I'm going to do a second, or a first Terraria, which I will grind up. And I will put it in. And then once you reach the potion, it'll make a little number on it. So this is a level 1 potion. This is a weak potion. The closer you are to the bottle matching the symbol, as you can see they're the same size, the closer you are to the bottle matching the symbol, the higher quality it is. I'm actually going to throw this in raw since I don't need to go all that way. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to very slowly stir. We get a 2. And then if you line it up just right, you can see these little dotted lines here that lead out to the potion spot on the map. If we line up this arrow just right, we can then use our water here, which will move us back towards the center, to line it up just about... I think I might actually be a little off for this. It's pretty precise. Oh, there you go. And that's a level 3 potion. And you heat the cauldron, you click finish potion, and that's a potion done. You can save potion recipes. I've already saved that recipe. I just wanted to go through the potion making process there for you one time. And so since I have that recipe saved, it'll save the attempt and whatever you do to make it. So like here I have the recipe saved where I used 1 water bloom and 2 terraria, which is what we used there. And then if I press brew this recipe in the recipe book, it'll make that potion automatically. So once you generate, you have a limited number of slots as well, but I have a few strong potions here that I made and have saved. However, it'll do it however you, like whatever ingredients you put in, it'll use. So if you make it really inefficiently, but you get a level 3, it's not worth it to save, basically. And then, now that we've made this guy's potion, I actually want to see, because some of these people will take different effects. Like this guy's problem, he has this, you could obviously heal his hands, but you could also maybe give him a potion of stone skin? No, okay, he doesn't like it. You can tell if they don't like it because the scale flattens out. He wants a healing potion. So you have the option to sell it for what it's worth, which is 30 gold, or you can haggle with them, which we will do. So when you're haggling, this arrow slides back and forth, and you click the button when it's in the gold zone, and if you do that, you'll gain progress. And you'll just see how it works here because I click through real quick. Because at the top you can read there's a max and a minimum that you can gain or lose. And you just click, 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 and then when it's in the green, you click and accept. And that's 6 extra gold right there. And yeah, that's the main loop. We'll go through one day here. I should read what this lady wants first. There's a house in our village where a witch once lived. She died a long time ago and no one lived in the house since. Lately, terrible screams can be heard coming from it at night. Ordinary villagers want to burn the house down, but not with ordinary fire. We heard enchanted fire is more reliable. I have an explosive potion if you would like that. Hey, she likes the explosive potion. I have some potions that I already made because I was playing this beforehand. Potions that I made and then never was able to sell. So we'll do that as well, where we just use some pre-made potions. Look through all the haggles here. And sell it off. What do you got next? I have a well on my property and scary sounds started coming from it recently. My neighbors and I listened to those sounds and we believe it's a monster trying to climb out of it. I decided to throw a bomb in the well to kill the monster and collapse the well in case there's more than one creature down there. Wow. Incredible. He wants a bomb potion. Where is that? That is up here. I have this one saved as a recipe, so I'll just do this real quick so you can see it again. You can see the recipe also is saved as individual instructions, so you can see how I made it exactly if you wanted to make this yourself. But here's a bomb potion for this guy as well. Bombs, the answer to every problem in this game. Are they really? No, but in my mind they are. I would solve every problem people bring to me in this game with bombs, even if they wouldn't. My child, he lost a leg? Bomb potion. So at the midway point in your day, you will also have a merchant show up. It seems to be random. This is the herbalist. She comes up with a random assortment of herbs. She'll have some things on sale. Yo, extremely good that she has these fire blossom on sale. I need as many of these as you'll let me carry. But these, so they'll have the main four, which are Water Bloom, Terraria, Fireball, and Wind Bloom. And then they'll have some wild card ones, which do more wacky things, but are pretty fun to use as well. So you can make some more varied path, mainly. Let's haggle this bad boy up. You haggle in the buying as well, but you save yourself money instead of gaining yourself money. And yeah, happy to just take as much of that. I'm always running out of this fireball stuff because it seems to be the only way to really go left on the map. One other thing that I should talk about, I've neglected to talk about until this point, but now is as good a time as any, all these books on the map, right? You're probably wondering what these are. They're experience nodes. So when we drive our potion through them, which I will do here just to show it off real quick, crush this up. When you drive your potion through these, you get experience. Experience points in the top right here. You can see we are 719 and we're level 14. We're 719 out of 1400. Here's the talent trees. You got visibility radius on the Alchemy map, which is how far you can see from where you are currently positioned. You got daily bonuses on the Alchemy map. So each of the green ones are random spawns for the day. And then trading and haggling. Trading increases your base prices and haggling increases how much you can haggle for. I'll actually go ahead and do 2 into haggling while we're here. I think I covered all 4 of these, right? I'm pretty sure I did. Pestle, you break stuff up and it gives you double efficiency. You stir the cauldron to progress on the line. You pour water in to move back to the center, which is important as well. And then the bellows you just blow into. One more thing I should mention on the map. Here, I'll also illustrate this real quick. I don't mind using these herbs. This is for demonstration purposes. There's all these hazards on the map, is what I want to show off here. You can probably guess what happens when you drive your potion into the hazards, but if you go into these impassable terrains, potion breaks, you fail the brewing, and you go back to square one. And then other than that, I guess other things worth pointing out here for you. There's a set of goals they give you that give you a bunch of experience. So like right now I still need to do this effect in chapter 2, which is create a potion with 2 different effects, which I have not done yet. However, you know, we may as well do it. You know what? Let's do it real quick. Let's do some big brewing. I haven't done this before. Let's try and make a potion with 2 effects. So we're going to use these mushrooms to go over towards the poison node here. And we want to go down after that. Another big thing that I would like to point out is this game didn't need to have the ability for me to throw this around like this, but the fact that it does is such a nice touch. Like, I can just grab things and throw them around as much as I want. Extremely good touch. The game, even though it's in early access, it has a lot of polish, it feels like. And I'm really excited for where they go with it from here. Can I get a 2? I'll take a 1. Not going to worry too much about the quality here. It could have been a better potion, but it's not the worst thing I've made. I mean, actually, it is. It is a level 1 potion that is as bad as it gets. But don't worry about it. I don't need to make this anyway. And then we go through that, and we have the weak potion of poisoning and healing. Alchemist Path, Chapter 2. You've completed the chapter. With each new chapter, new visitors, order types, potion bases, merchants, and purchasable equipment appears. Continue to complete goals in the Alchemist Path to unlock the full potential. So that's your progression system, basically. You can see there's 7 levels to go through. We're on level 3 now. But yeah, really this is about it. That's about all I have to show you for the game. I'm going to go through and finish the day so you can see how it all goes. A few more people come through just to get a better feel for it. You should have a pretty strong feeling. Overall, game's really good. Art style, great. Sound design, excellent. Music, great. Gameplay loop, pretty fun. I would say this is definitely a game worth your time. This guy looks like The Witcher. Hello, Alchemist. Help me replenish my supply of potions. I had some with me, but the hunt turned out wild. Yeah, this is The Witcher. I had to drink every last one. A potion that accelerates wound healing, preferably not very toxic. Will he take this? No. Here, buddy. How about that? Are you a hunter? Right, but I don't hunt animals. I hunt creatures. Sometimes harpies. In general, I deal with all kinds of fantastic game. This is definitely... This is The Witcher. I'm about to price gouge Geralt here real quick, if you don't mind. I mind a little bit. 39 gold? There you go, buddy. What do you want? Recently decided to grow a small garden on the balcony. I already bought and arranged all the plants I want, but they'll take forever to grow. And I want a nice garden now. Lady, do I have a potion for you? This is the Potion of Growth, which is directly down, but it's also got a little roadblock. Generally, I think you can make all of the potions by combining differently amount of ground up of the main 4 herbs here, which are the 4 blooms. Oh, they're not all 4 blooms. Water bloom, wind bloom, terraria, and fireball. However, I've been having fun just throwing weird mushrooms at things and seeing what happens. Like this. I, for one, enjoy doing things like grinding up this weird mushroom and then stirring that bad boy up instead. It's not sustainable, but I don't really care. I'm just having fun with it. Like, let's throw this weird shroom in it. This is also a good thing to illustrate. You don't have to grind your mushrooms up all the way. You can see the X is moving along. And then once it gets to where I want it, which is about right there, I can stop grinding it and throw it in halfway done. And then we can not do the weird turnaround that mushroom does. And that's just a normal thing. Do I have anything good that goes down left? I don't think so. I guess we'll just go down and then left, like this, on the map. This one's gonna be hard because typically I like to overshoot slightly and then pour water to get back to where I want to go to get a level 3, but that's not really something that we can do here because there's stuff in the way. I'm gonna use extra herbs. I don't really care about my efficiency here, to be honest with you. You can be as efficient or inefficient as you want. And that's up to you to optimize this more than I have here if you would like to. I think I'm gonna get a 2 out of this. This is, yeah, it's a little off center for the 3. You can see the arrow doesn't quite line up. I'll take a 2 though. And we will finish that potion. So actually what I want to show here, if I save this recipe, I don't know if I can unsave recipes, but if I save that recipe here, I will now have the Potion of Fast Growth with the very inefficient set of effects that I used. Oh, you can actually get rid of it. Okay, cool. Good to know. It would have been really weird if you could. So yeah, it's more though about making potions in response. There's no time limit on this. I can take as long or as little amount of time as I want to make this potion. So it's very laid back. It's more about just making the potions. You don't have to make like anything in a specific time. You don't have to have things ready ahead of time or anything like that. There are rumors of a sorcerer nearby with a strange scar on his forehead. My unit was ordered to arrest him, but the sorcerer has an invisibility cloak. I happened to make a weak potion of magical vision here to see through invisibility. Also, I think this is a Harry Potter reference. I haven't seen or read Harry Potter myself, so that may be an of course to you, but not to me. And so, I guess obviously, not obviously, I should say as well, the quality of potion affects how much people are willing to pay for it. Something I should point out as well. This video has been a little disorganized, but, you know, I'm saying things as they come to mind. I'm covering most of it. I feel like this is kind of the downside of not doing it as a very first impression, is you don't learn the game with me though. My friends and I found a map with a red cross in it, and telling by the layout of the map the place is not too far from here. It must be buried treasure. We can make it to the spot by nightfall, but we need a light source to see where to dig. He wants a... right here. He wants a light potion. I can do that for you, buddy. Mash up some of this. I want to spend a little more time talking about the flavor of this game, though, too. Each of these herbs, even though I haven't looked at it, each of these herbs and mushrooms has a little bit of flavor text written, like 1 or 2 sentences. They also are all... Whoa. They're also all named, and, like, you can... There's a lot of charm to this game. That's been a pretty common thing I've been saying, but there's a lot of charm. You can, like, pick up the spoon and throw it around. I can actually grab the potion and throw it around. Like, you can... It's very... It feels very nice, I guess. Like, you'll notice... Or maybe you won't. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do another one of these. I think we want to hit it to, like, there. But you'll notice, usually when I finish grinding something up, I just throw that thing up in the air. Because it always lands close enough. You know? And that's good enough for me. And I can pick it up, and it feels good to throw it away. So a little pro tip for you here. You can see that your potion has a little line on it, which is where the arrow will be, and the lines also line up with where this is your source, and the line will be drawn from the source to the potion you're targeting, and there'll be a line from your potion that you're making. So you can try to line those up to set yourself up for a 3 here. Like this, ideally. That's definitely a 3. Yeah, gotta be careful, but at the end of the day, a 3 is a 3. Not gonna save that recipe though, because I already have one of those. One more haggle, and that should be the end of our day. Absolute. Oh! I was gonna say absolute focus because I'm an expert haggler, but I missed one. Here we go. And that should be the end of your day. Yep. So a few other mechanics I'll talk about real quick at the end here. Things that I mean, the most important thing to know that the game doesn't tell you is the way that you make higher level potions. I didn't know it for my first little bit of time, so I was making all weak potions and wondering when I would learn how to make stronger potions. Also, the lines on the map that lead to the potions. This is like... It's a bit of spoiler since I have a more fleshed out map, as if you want to discover. Just try not to look too closely, I guess. I didn't show you anything too crazy. I showed you the close potions primarily and how to make them. I already had other potions made. But otherwise, one other mechanic that I guess we may as well talk about while we're here is the popularity mechanic, now that we're in a run that's a little more along on popularity level 4. You'll notice when you finish a transaction with someone, you will gain popularity and you will gain reputation. As far as I can tell right now, reputation doesn't do anything, but you can lose reputation for doing evil jobs, like someone will come in and ask for some poison, and if you they'll ask for some poison to kill someone, and if you give them that poison, your reputation will go down. However, if you don't do that job, then your popularity goes down. So you balance those out a little bit. And then also there's money up here, which is just self-explanatory, I guess. There's no time limit or anything. There's nothing really to stress out about. You just make potions and have a good time. I guess technically you could run out of ingredients and lose, but you'd have to have a pretty rough one for that to happen. I imagine anyway. And yeah, I think I covered this. I covered the map. I won't zoom out too much on the map in case you want to leave the game for mystery for yourself. And yeah, that's mostly it. I meant to talk about the developer at the start of this episode, but I definitely forgot to do that. However, yeah, I think I have nothing else to say, so I'm just going to wrap up the video here. I will have a link in the description. The link in the description I will have will be a link to my Humble Bundle partner link. If you buy it through that, you'll get a little, or I'll get a little kickback from Humble Bundle. No pressure though. The game right now is 10% off, and it will be for the next probably 2 days after I upload this. And overall, the game is $15 right now, and with the 10% off, it's $13.50. I definitely think it's worth picking up. If not right now, it's something you want to keep your eye on at the very least, because it's fun, and I definitely can see them doing a lot of really cool things with this game. Depending on what the alchemy machine does, even this could open up a whole new world, right? Oh, I can click this. I gotta click this. There's this interface, which I don't know anything about. So this is also something for you to learn for yourself later. I'm guessing you have to make potions of these properties or something like that and put them into these spots, but I don't know. This is mystery for you to learn in the future for yourself. And yeah, I think that wraps everything up. I don't think I have anything else I want to tell you. Give me like 10 seconds to think about it, make sure I covered everything. I had like a little checklist in my mind of everything I wanted to cover. And I think that's it. If you can't tell, I do recommend this game quite a bit. I think it's a lot of fun, and that'll do it. Thank you for watching. I hope you did enjoy, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.